situation. This is very usual situation. You can see we have aluminum tubes. So we have semi-finished goods everywhere in the warehouse, and they are well placed. They're always waiting for the next step. People working in different workshops, they know how to do and know what's supposed to do in the next step. Okay. This is workshop one. Workshop one, we will have the different procedures like cutting, drilling, and bending. Let's move to the aluminum next step, which is the workshop two. So, 应该要不要晃得太快，出来效果不好，要很慢。你那个晃得太快了，转移太快不行的。Okay. So welding is something you can see there are piece by piece, and welding is combine each of the piece by piece into the whole frame. That gives you the aluminum frame for the chairs, sofa, tables. So my colleague is going to take details so you can see how my workers get fully welding for my product. Okay, so very interesting part. Have a look. OK， 去拍吧。这一趴拍5分钟，可以去拍各种细节了。For people who just joined this show, you are watching the Apex Factor Tower Show, and now we are taking the photo for the welding. The welding is we combine the small pieces one by one, okay, into the whole chair. Now we are doing the frame for welding for the chair, and because today we have a full container for the chairs, aluminum chairs. So that's why we are working very busy with the welding for the aluminum chairs. Some of the times we have chairs, sometimes we have tables and sofa sets, garden sets. So very busy. This is our most interesting and most attractive. Busy workshop in my factory.拿不拿得到？ people who just joined our last show, and this is the Apex Horeca Factory show. And right now my colleague is taking the photos of the welding, how we do the welding. As you can see, we're very busy. The workers are very busy. We have, in general, we have 14 to 20 people working in the welding part. So each of the workers, they will need to do around 150 to around 150 welding parts every hour, because they got paid based on the pieces. The more they got on the welding, the more generally is for the whole chair. He is doing like 20 or 25 chairs every hour. If they do the welding by pieces, it will need to do around 100 between 100 to 120 pieces every hour for the welding part. So we want to make sure they got fully little well paid, but also make sure our product gets fully welded for each of the products. Okay, so very soon, my friends, very soon I will show you the simulated stores after the welding, how the product looks like. So stay with us. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, however just joined this live show, we are in the workshop of the welding. I'm going to try to give you an introduction why we need the welding for each of the product. So Thomas and Rebecca, please come in here, and we want to take some details. Because when people sit on the chair, it's the legs who support for your body. And if we make sure all the products from Apex, we do full welding for each of the corners. Okay? So please take a detail for this. We make sure full welding for the corners, because if we not do the full welding for each corner, once you sit down, the people are strong enough. For people in Europe and Australia or USA, most of the people are weight like how many kilos? 8 kilos or 18 kilos or 100 kilos maximum. This one can support 150 kilos of this here. All our products can support 150 kilos of this here, because we do fair weighting for the corner. So it's not easy to get broken. Okay? Same here. This is the sofa set. The frame of the sofa set. Each of the corners, we need to do fair weighting. Okay? So as you can see, they all get fair weighting for each of the corners. Okay? That's because it's not easy to get broken down. And also, because as we can see, we are outdoor furniture. Most of our products are placed outside, and during the raining days, the water will not get drained in. So your products are safe in here, okay? So let's leave in here, and let's move to the other side. And people will think, oh, that looks okay, but if the servers are not beautiful, you have those spots, how to, that doesn't look like clear enough, it looks ugly. But don't worry, okay? All those spots we will clean away, okay? So let's move to the next workshop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Apex workshop, and you are watching the Apex Horta factory show. Today I'm going to introduce our factory to you, and right now we have already moved from workshop 1, workshop 2. Now we're going to move, you are in workshop 3, which is for the polishing. Just now, you already will have a look, you already see how we combine from two pieces into a frame. Now we're going, excuse me, but you can see the surface is not smooth enough, it's still not perfect. That's because it's a semi-finished good. There are a few steps to go before we change them to the finished good, okay? Now we're going to the polishing. Polishing is doing the sanding and the polishing to make sure the surface of our product are smooth enough. Okay, so we need to take a little bit walk because the polishing generally there are a lot of noise. That's why we move them to the outside. Okay. On the way, this is our automatic powder coating line. That will be the next procedures after the polishing. I'm going to introduce it to you. But have a look, okay? We'll come back here later. Okay, so we're going outside for the polishing. The polishing is reduce this spot and make sure that make the surface is smooth enough. Okay. Very busy areas. People are doing the punching, as you can see. Okay. My colleagues Rebecca and Thomas is taking the pictures for you. Okay. It's Sunday, it's a weekend, it's Sunday morning in China, but you can see we are very busy with the, that's the general, that's our general practice in here. Okay, so people, what are you doing now? My friends, maybe you are have your dinner with your family, or maybe you are drinking a cup of coffee or watching telephone news. But this is what we're doing now in China, busy morning on the Saturday. Okay, so ladies and my friend, my dear customers, now you move to, you are already in the Apex polishing. This is the workshop we're doing the polishing, okay? So my colleagues Thomas and Rebecca is going to take the picture for you for the details, how the surface of our chairs or tables or whatever gets polishing here. 你拍那个，就拍打磨的细节就可以了。小心一点哈。So we make sure our workers wear mask, so the dust will not get inside, getting a noise. So they need to wear mask to make sure protect themselves. Okay, and because they're polishing, there will be a lot of dust. We have those fans. As you can see, we have a lot of fan near them because this fan will make sure the dust get inside at the very back of this workshop house. So all those dust will get collected, and they will under which all those dust will get collected, and they will be combined together. And we have the economic department from the local department. They will come here every week to collect those dust, and they'll get treatment. So we are very economic protection. So people will think, oh, you have created a lot of economic problems, but no, trust us. We have already get the BSA report. We know our social responsibilities. We support the best product to our friends, to our customers. But meanwhile, we know our responsibilities. Not only protect our laborers, but also we make sure we know what we're doing. Okay, what we're supposed to support for the social responsibility. Okay, so can they have a load? Get the polishing. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen who get in, so you can have a look for the servers. Once they get the polishing, the servers, those spots already gone. Okay. But I'm sorry for my hands get dirty, but you can see this board, the surface are very smooth now. Okay, all these boards are gone, and they will be placed in here. And what we're supposed to do after that, we will put them into the bucket. They will need to bring here, put into the bucket, and we take them for a swim. Why we call it a swim? Because it's not an actual or real swim. It's called the next step will be asset cleaning. So this a lot of factories now in this final step, they will bring them back for the powder coating, but that's not happening here. In Apex, we want to make sure our servers are clean enough for the powder coating before we do the powder coating. Because the powder coating, if the surface of those here is not smooth enough, is not clear enough, the powder coating is very difficult to make sure they are fully powder coating. And also the surface, some of them have a spot, or some of them may have a different curve. So we will do the asset cleaning before the final step. So right now, because unfortunately today, we are still waiting for a lot of the semi-critical goods. Okay, so we can't show you real procedure, but this is the asset cleaning tool. They will be put inside. 不要造太多的那个细节哈。They will be put inside. Each of the buckets will stay in this swimming chair for a swimming pool for 20 to 30 minutes to make sure the surfaces are clean enough. Okay, so you can see we have chair, we have sofa set, waiting also for polishing as well. So usually we have 5 people working here in polishing step. Very noisy, very, what's the weather in your place, my friend? Now, we used to be very sunshine, but today the weather has been changed. The weather has been dropped around 5 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly today in here. Okay? I hope your place is nice and warm. 跟您大家换吧，跟雪玲换一下吧，跟雪玲换一下，要不要跟雪玲？Okay, my friend. Just now we already show you for the polishing and instant cleaning, and now this is the automatically powder coating line. The powder coating line will. This is our most valuable place in the factory. Okay, this automatic powder coating line is 150 meters long. It's a circle one. Okay. This will be the one more checking before we get hang on the powder coating line. Okay. We go the polishing to make sure the surface is clean enough again. So we are not only do the final checking, we make sure our product get checked every single step. Yeah. Okay, this is the automatic powder coating line we had. Okay, so let me give you a details of why we need automatic powder coating line. Once those small pieces get fully polishing, and it will be hanging on this little thing here. So you can see it hang on here, and they automatically auto powder coating line will start to move very slowly. So the machine will get sprayed every corner to make sure that every corner goes well sprayed. Okay, and you can customize the colors depending on your request. Later on, I will give you a details. I will show you for the details how what color you have a lot of different choice for the automatic powder coating. Okay, but this is the most valuable, most treasurable place, the production line in my factory. Okay. This morning, because we are still waiting a lot of the procedures, this will be like the 8 steps. We have 7 steps before. So we are still waiting because now in China it's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. So we are still waiting for some of the procedures. Then they will be moving here and then it's automatically forward. Okay. So unfortunately, my friend, I can't show you how it works right now, but my workers always check. Once the semi-finished good coming out, they will check whether any place has not been sprayed enough and put the sticker inside. So if you need to do the rework again, it will need to go through the circle again to make sure it's sprayed. Okay? So we are not only do the qualification in the final step, we make sure our qualification get checked every step. Okay? So right in front of the automotive line, this is the place generally we can assemble a packing or qualification. Okay? Qualification for our customers. So right now, because as I mentioned to you before, as I explained you before in the morning, we are now 9 o'clock in the morning, so there are still a lot of place, a lot of steps to get done. Okay, so let's go to the next step. 啊，雪玲去拿，因为那个他们是要来那个，我们可以讲几个产品嘛？你把那个拿出来嘛，那个产品也可以，就我觉得挺好的。然后 OK。